Oh man, I lost my shit. Wow. You guys, if you post a little bit more aggressive messages and comments, you'll get banned. So be careful about that. YouTube's kind of really strict about this kind of stuff. But what a game, man! What a game! I got so. Let me switch to the other broadcast, the English one. What a game! This one just got blocked for some reason. It didn't go. It's just wow. This is one of the first one that caused me a little bit of like stress. It was a really difficult game. Really difficult game. I mean, we had complete control, but this kind of games like you can concede like from like straight up chaos, you know. And look at this Hermosa dude, man. Look at this Hermosa. Look at Hermosa. He's a captain of Real Madrid, man. Oh, he slapped him a little bit. Oh, I see. He slapped him a little bit. Man. Wow. And what's it called? Oblak was like running like crazy to stop him. But what a setup by Dani Ceballos, man. He set him up nicely for that red. He deserved it though. He deserved it. Wow, Dani, what he needs an Oscar, Donnie, for that. Anyways, they were actually having more possession, of course. 12 shots on goal and 5 and the goal. I didn't really see any of that. Literally, I don't even remember any of the shots per se. 5 on goal, 12 shots. I really don't even remember about that. But it's like this game proves to me that we have like mentality of steel. If we can win this kind of games, like with this kind of atmosphere, with like everything literally like, I mean, imagine when Bernabeu is that loud as Wanda Metropolitano. We literally beat any opponent. They cannot, you know, they cannot get any energy from their fans. I mean, they were like insanely loud, but who cares? Here's Rodrigo dancing at the end. Rodrigo tries to. What a game by Chouameni. What a game by Fede, and what a game by Rodrigo. I mean, Vinny was. They were so preoccupied with Vinny. It's just this is what I like the most. We're so smart. We're literally every single game they utilize the number one weapon, wherever it is on the field, and we just kind of exploit it. Like they were so preoccupied with Vinicius that they actually, you know, let Fede and Rodrigo, you know, kind of score. I mean, Vinicius did create the goal, but that was like the only chance he had. They had two people at all times on him. First, there were Marcos Llorente and De Paul constantly on uh, uh, what's it called on Vinny, and then Witzel and Marcos Llorente. It was hilarious at one point. Funny video hit slow. Hey, what's up, man? Or woman. This game, man. This just shows me that we are prime for winning La Liga again this season. If we win this kind of games, I mean away on Atleti, like this is one of the hardest game of the season. This will be one of the hardest. Probably Betis, Sevilla, but Sevilla, they're like not as good this season. So if we manage to beat Barcelona on 16th of October, I mean, I'll sign up the title right there. The goal was not Thibaut's fault. The goal was actually again Militao's fault because Militao deflected the ball and Thibaut couldn't interfere actually and do nothing to that. But anyways, I really, really wanted a clean sheet here. I really, really wanted a clean sheet. It didn't happen. The goal was kind of like a fluke for them. Nothing, no build up, nothing. I mean, and that was it. It was like literally, the only chance that they had is actually nonsense goal of the entire game. So that says a lot about this team. I mean, Chouameni played absolutely immaculate. That pass to Rodrigo was insane. He was actually at one point he was even started to yell at Valverde for not making a run. He like when I saw that, I'm like, all right, this guy arrived. This guy is in the team right now. I imagine Chouameni, guys, in 1 year, Chouameni will be literally orchestrating the entire midfield. You will see. He was literally there was one point when he was like turning right to pass to whoever was on the right, and Rodrigo and Fede was not making the run, and he literally yelled at him, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy means business. Chouameni, the new tank, is more than the new tank. I think he's even, he'll be even better than Casemiro. And Casemiro was one of my favorite players. But I think Chouameni is actually going to be even better than him. I'm like blatantly saying that. And I said that many times. Like I've analyzed this guy's play. This guy is not even 70% of what he can do, not even 60%. You will see when this guy actually gets really comfortable to actually orchestrate that midfield. You'll see this guy full potential. He doesn't do even 60%, 50, 60% what he can do. He doesn't do any dribbles because I know he's really good at dribbling, even though he's big. He doesn't do forward runs. He can do all of those things. The passing and the through balls, it's just, this is the first thing you saw from him. Literally, one attempt for through ball, and that was the pass. I mean, imagine if he tries to do that all the time. That pass to Rodrigo for the goal. Wait, you haven't seen anything. You have not seen anything from Chouameni. That's amazing. He was man of the match for me in this game. The defense was also extremely solid. Carvajal and Alaba stopped so many balls too. Kroos really good in defense. Um, Even Mendy, defensively he was like really good. Mendy just meant ball possession. Mendy ball possession. Like it seems like Ancelotti doesn't want to take Alaba from the center. Alaba was center back even after Chouameni got in. Even after Rudiger got in. Rudiger played left wing. That's crazy. Donny was beast. Yeah, Donny every time he's in like form, he's beasting. And today it was like Donny's day. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be rotated for the next game. I think that's gonna be the plan going forward because they don't want Donny to be injured because he's crucial to this team. He needs to be healthy. I don't think any player put their foot wrong today, to be honest. Chinedu. Uh, Wait, Chinedu. That name is Nigerian for sure, but that was a player. Chinedu. Who was that kid from that famous Nigerian national team? Um, Lucas also injured. Who's gonna replace? Yeah. Well, I think Odriozola is still there or no? Um, Such a hostile. Rohit, how are you doing, my man? Yeah, the atmosphere was hostile, but honestly, I mean, the guys were unfazed, especially Vinicius. He was unfazed. He was just viciously man marked. But It didn't matter. It didn't matter. They slipped once or twice. Like the entire game was so perfectly executed. This is one of the most beautiful game I've watched Real Madrid. Even though we struggled, the execution of the plan was insane. Let them run, let them play, let them think they have control, and then hit them hard on some kind of crazy combination like we did. Like literally, we kind of made them think that they're in control. We did this so many times, and then just boom, and it just proves to me that the individual talent in our team is so much higher. And I said this many times, it's just so much higher that they're like deciding to score a goal, they score a goal, they let them play. Deciding to score a goal, they score, they let them play. We let them literally play the entire game. They couldn't do jack shit. Our defense is immaculate. Like Barcelona, for example, they're playing high football right now. They're flying high on their horses, but it's gonna be very difficult against us. Very, I see Man, I'm really happy about this guy, Gabriel Jesus. He's just beasting in Arsenal. But what's it called? I don't think. Wow, what a goal was that! Now Arsenal playing some really good football. Holy shit! Um, yeah, I got distracted by that goal. That was an insane goal. But Barcelona, I think, will have easy time against us because they are actually struggling against defensive sides. They will not have. Well, we can do low block, mid block. Our team is so versatile. I'm like watching this team. They can execute almost any strategy. That must be literally the best thing for Carlo. Carlo is literally enjoying landing this team out and just telling them what to do, and they're like executing it perfectly. Modric teaching his magic touches to Rodrigo. Man, Rodrigo. And the thing is, this game. First of all, that tackle on Rodrigo, what's his name, Reynaldo. That was a direct red card. Then after that, Mendy had like a perfectly clean sliding tackle, yellow card for nothing. After that, Koke fouls Rodrigo one more time, really, really, really hard, like borderline red card, nothing. They got out with so many yellow cards that at the end Hermoso had to take one for the team. Odegaard is the only player I regret letting to, but he didn't want to stay. Yeah, he wanted to take over Modric, and remember when this was? This was like 3 years ago. I mean, Modric is still playing for Real Madrid, and he's still one of the best, if not the best midfielder in the world. So that kid wanted to literally take, the spot from the best midfielder in the world, and he made a mistake. He should have stayed. He would have learned a lot more, but at the same time, Odegaard is always a type of person that's like suited for like team like Arsenal and never for Real Madrid. Rodrigo's run, yeah, it was really good. I mean, Koke literally didn't even have to foul him that hard. He could literally just, foul him normally. He would have go down. But that kind of foul, I mean, anyways, they were humiliated. They lost 3 points. That's all that matters to me, honestly. That's all that matters to me. And at the end of the day, they can do the chants, they can do the monkey nonsense in the stadium. We're gonna take the 3 points and we're gonna leave, and that's it. And yeah, I'm really happy for Vinicius, for Rodrigo, for taking those 3 points away. And I've heard there were some racist chants, monkey chants. Entire Kian actually posted on his Reddit. He said there were like constant chants, racial chants in the stadium. It seems like it's a normal thing right now. Somebody threw a lighter at Thibaut, and that person got taken away from the stadium, dragged out. But the racist chants just kept going. I don't know. It's like really, really kind of like it's just sad. The world is just like that, and it will always be like that. It's just always gonna be like that. Yeah, Mandy will never improve his controls, my bro. That's just the ball just kicks, just bounces away from him, and that's about it. And there's nothing you can do. That first touch, it's probably 60%, 70% of like football players, and he doesn't have it. He doesn't have that first touch. That's the sad part about Mendy. Um, but he makes some crazy dribbles. They're highly risk dribbles, but um, no, I mean even Rudiger did better than him. Like Rudiger on the left did better than Mendy. On the left, Rudiger did better than Mendy. I mean that says a lot. I really wanted to remember to give praises to Alaba because he stopped like three or four crucial balls, and the defense were like really good. I mean, the defense really good, and I think that they are so lucky to have Chouameni and Vinicius and Rodrigo in the team. Like Vinicius and Rodrigo ran back and forth like crazy, and then you have Valverde. That's what I like about this team. You have team of, and even the commentator said like you have all of these kids who are like extremely talented, very very talented technically, but they're running their asses off. And this is what the commentator said. He said when you have a team that plays, when you have forwards that have like this kind of quality, up front, and they run like madmen, like possessed in defense, that's the winning mentality that a team can have. And that was a debate the other day about PSG, that they actually at the end, when they play against stronger teams, the front three will not play defense and they will lose. Actually, Peter Schmeichel said that. I don't really rate Peter Schmeichel a lot. That guy's really kind of like he lost his plot, honestly, with his comments. So many bad comments about Real Madrid, but in comparison, if I compare just the front line, let's say we have Fede Valverde, Rodrigo, and Vinicius. I mean, all of them run in defense like madmen, especially Vinny. Vinny doesn't have any pride. He runs like a madman in defense. That's what I like about him. La Liga should take strict actions. Like there are no actions to be taken. There's nothing you can do. What do you do? Like half of the stadiums were chanting. Like what do? You literally forbid the half of the stadium to go to the. There's nothing you can do. There's really nothing you can do. You can just condemn it, and hope it goes away, because this all happened because of that little incident in Chiringuito. I think Chiringuito should do a little bit better of allowing that kind of mad like talks. Every time I watch their show, they're doing something controversial. So it's about some kind of controversy, and people talk about it. That's their goal. And when they don't have any kind of publicity, they bring somebody and even do that. It's all just for money, for publicity, and for exposure. They will even have racial slurs and just anything to put them in the headlines. That's the world we live in. It's the pathetic world we live in. It's just people worry about publicity and money more. But let's get back to the game. The goal, many people thought it's Thibaut's fault, but it wasn't, because Thibaut was perfectly going to hit that ball out. And guess who touched the ball before Thibaut hits it? Militao. Like, for some reason, this guy is at the end of every single goal we concede. But I can't be mad at him. He tried to kick it out. He deflected ever so slightly, and then he just slipped out of. And then it hits the back of Hermoso. He was not even looking at the ball. That's how bizarre that goal was. But apart from their goal, our two goals were actually one of the best goals of the season. I mean, that Rodrigo goal was like probably for now, that one and Fede goal, probably goal of the season for me. That's like, you don't see that chip and through ball anymore. Like the defenses are very 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 tight. You barely see those, and then the way that Rodrigo volleyed the ball. Man, I don't know. I'm still like thinking what was better, the finish or the assist of Chouameni. And that's it. This is one of the biggest wins of the season. Honestly, it's it's gonna be huge at the end of the season. This game, Barcelona will have to play them. They'll probably trash them too. Atleti, for example, I don't know why they didn't play Korea. Like I said in the start, why they're not starting Korea? Korea is literally their best forward. Joao Felix did nothing. Griezmann did nothing. They had to put Korea. Even Morata did a lot better. I think actually Morata and Korea would have done a lot better than Griezmann and Joao Felix. Yeah, seeing the last two matches, no hope for Hazard. No, there will be some games that Hazard will play. I mean, you gotta understand. It's gonna be a World Cup. There's going to be many games, Champions League. People will get injured. Hazard will get his chance. Might not get it anytime soon, but Romanian the ball ability adds another dimension to it. Well, that's one thing we still haven't seen from Chouameni because Chouameni is a lot better on the ball. He's just playing it safe because he just came to Madrid. He took over immediately, man, from Casemiro. There's no difference in the play, and he's just taking it very slowly. I told you guys at the start. Chouameni is like refined football player, refined. I so underestimated him before we moved. I was like against splashing 80 million for him, but right now on the hindsight, oh my god! I mean, especially that we sold Casemiro for 80 million. I mean, it's like it might be one of the best signings in the last decade, if you ask me. It's gonna be like huge. It's gonna be in a pair with Vinicius and Fede. Fede will also be huge. I mean, Fede's career just starts. Overall, yeah, we have a lot of good things to look forward. Chouameni's aerial dominance is another thing to talk about. Not only his aerial dominance is good, the guy is literally when he goes in an aerial duel, whoever goes in a duel with him gets completely smashed to the ground. Like the amount of force this guy has, this kid. Like every time I see him on an aerial duel, the guy that goes in a duel with him lays on the ground for like 15 seconds. He's just that strong. I mean, so him and Rudiger in future, they'll be really dangerous in set pieces, corners. They're still kind of getting into groove. Rudiger probably will have about 4 years with us. He will probably cement in the starting lineup, and they will start, getting a little better chemistry with the rest of the club, with the rest of the teammates. But Chouameni, man, every time I see him touch the ball, just and then Kamavinga coming off the bench, so much better, man. He just got two fouls on him, two. He literally wasted the last 5-6 minutes of the game. Two fouls on him, literally crucial in their half. Kamavinga perfect to come in from the bench. 75th minute, like next game, I assume Kamavinga will probably start because Modric ran a lot this game. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do another game after this one start. So I'm assuming next game will be like Fede, Camavinga, and Chouameni midfield, and then maybe we'll see Asensio start a game, or you know, or maybe it's Ceballos. But I think that for next game, Kroos and Modric will be rested. Juventus lost to Monza, man. Jesus Christ. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Um, I want to do this on YouTube. Honestly, it's a lot better. I can't really do it on Facebook because Facebook is just lousy. In YouTube, you have like a little bit bigger audience. So I'm in a in a phase of preparation, the background, everything. So we can kind of talk about the other matches too, because Real Madrid is just in a cruise control right now. It's too easy. It's too, it's just easy. It is these games are just becoming way too easy for us. Real Madrid, guys, and I'll talk to you on the next one. On to the next one. This is really awesome. 8 out of 8, and it's huge. At the end of the season, we'll look back at this game and we'll be like huge. Anyways, peace.